What's up, brand builders? Stephen Hurahan here at brandmasteracademy.com, and in this video you're going to learn 14 ways to boost brand recognition, awareness and memorability so you can trigger your audience to recognize and remember your brand and put you in the driver's seat in that critical buying decision. Now, most people would quickly identify Disney's opening theme song or the phrase "just do it." But why? Put simply, brand recognition is the ability for people to identify or recognize your brand through sensory cues. A jingle or an audio cue, a tagline, a smell, or an image sparks something in their mind that reminds them of you. The cultural phenomenon and wildly successful show from the 90s, Friends, used the purple door to help viewers quickly identify the show when they were changing channels, which is what you used to do back then. And that was such a super smart move from production designer John Schaffner, as it became a 90s icon. And when you add the famous guitar riff of the theme song, you've got some highly visceral cues to spark positive emotional memories. And in this video, we're discussing what brand recognition is, how it triggers memories of brand experience, and how it increases brand awareness. But let's first have a look at the 4 levels of brand memorability, from brand awareness to salience. When it comes to growing any business, brand memorability is key. Now, there are many terms that allude to a brand's memorability, including brand recognition, brand awareness, brand recall, and brand salience. Many of those terms are used interchangeably in the industry, though they each have slight nuances in their meaning and levels of importance in the buying decision. And here's how they differ. Memory level 1, brand awareness. Now, this refers to the share of the market that's aware that your brand exists. They know who you are and what you do. Brand awareness is crucial for recognition. If people don't know you exist, then there won't be a trigger effective enough to make them recognize you. Memory level 2, brand recognition. Now, this refers to the moment your brand is recognized when the audience experiences a visceral cue that triggers the senses, like the purple door, a snappy tagline, or a unique logo. You have to be aware that the brand exists before you can recognize it. Memory level 3 is brand recall. Now, recall is the ability to recall a specific brand when prompted. Not with a visceral trigger like an image or a sound, but with a specific industry or market category. A brand that can be recalled through its category has a shot of being in the mix at the buying decision. You have to recognize a brand before you can recall it. Now, of course, household names tend to be the first in line for brand recall. For example, if I say cola, you'll probably think of Coca-Cola or Pepsi before any other brand. And memory level 4, which is brand salience. Now, brand salience is the holy grail of brand memorability. Salience is the level of presence of the brand in the customer's mind, specifically during that buying decision. If a brand is present in the mind of the audience in the buying decision, it has a very high chance of purchase. The higher the brand salience, the higher the chance of getting a sale. So how do you boost that memorability? How do you get that awareness and that recall and that salience? Well, we're going to go through 14 strategies for building that memorability and that awareness. Number 1, know your audience. Casting a wide net won't get you any more recognition than focusing on a strategically defined audience. Many first-time entrepreneurs believed that the wider they cast the net, the more likely they are to be recognized, which is a fair assumption, really. But in most cases, the opposite is true, and brands have a better chance of success by honing in on a segment of the market rather than being spread too thin and trying then to appeal to everybody. Part of knowing your audience is also discovering where they are. Do they use major social media networks? Will you find them on YouTube or Instagram or LinkedIn? Will they be reading the local newspaper? Use these insights to craft a strategy that'll help you get in front of the right eyes and ears. Number 2, define clear brand awareness goals. As with any marketing campaign, you want to set clear objectives and metrics to measure the effectiveness of your brand awareness efforts. Without them, it'll be difficult to adjust strategies or to gauge the impact of your campaign. Measuring the growth of brand awareness can actually be easily done with a few key metrics. Tracking social media engagements such as likes, shares, comments, saves, and others, the number of followers, increased web traffic, or growing engaged email lists. These are all metrics that can be used to monitor increased awareness of your brand. So start by setting a benchmark and track progress regularly, monthly, quarterly, and or yearly. is a good place to begin. Now look, all that said, high follower counts and engagement can become vanity metrics if there isn't a clear path for those engaging to become customers. After all, business needs revenue. It's not all about those followers. It's not all about those engagements. It's where those followers and those engagements lead to. Number 3, share your differences. You don't want people to just know your brand. You also want them to know how you're different from your competitors. Your differentiators and other unique aspects of your brand, from your values to your personality, are the foundation of your brand strategy that will help you stand out from a saturated market. These should influence your brand voice and guide your communications at every single touch point. Number 4, use content marketing to provide valuable resources. Brand awareness is about memorability and staying in your audience's mind. What better way to do this than providing valuable knowledge or solutions so your followers can come back when they're facing a challenge? Use a content marketing strategy to turn yourself into the go-to source of knowledge for your industry. Content marketing is an effective strategy for establishing authority and building an audience of loyal followers and potential customers. And it has the added benefit of SEO to help you reach even bigger audiences. Another important element is sharing selflessly. Your content, your blogs, your pins, social posts, etc., they should all aim to educate, entertain, inspire, or solve a problem for your audience before you ask for the sale. That's how you earn your followers' trust and build brand equity and ultimately brand loyalty. A solid content strategy can grow your organic and paid traffic substantially, but beware, content marketing is a long-term game that will take a while to bring results. Number 5, partner with other brands. Partnerships present the unique opportunity of reaching a bigger audience as part of an overall marketing strategy. To start, consider your brands that aren't direct competitors, but instead complement your offer and attract similar target audiences. For example, a hair salon collaborating with a beautician brand. But you don't have to work exclusively with other businesses. Influencer marketing has picked up steam in recent years because people look for trusted experts to make those recommendations that they're after. So consider this avenue to reach new markets. Number 6, show a human face. Platforms like LinkedIn make it easier for people to grow their presence than it is for company pages. The simple reason is that people like to engage with other people. As you're building brand awareness, your business and your following needs to have some kind of human face. They need to have that interaction. So showing that human face, showing up as yourself, or having somebody within your business, within your brand who shows up and provides that sense of familiarity and shows their face makes it easy for people to connect with. Steve Jobs was the forefront of Apple's advertising, and over the years, people came to know and love and associate Steve Jobs with Apple, and they came to really appreciate his interaction with consumers and his presentations that he used to give when he launched new products. Number 7, use brand storytelling. Now, as a brand, you're in the business to sell solutions to problems. So you need to dig into how your audience experiences those problems and present your offer as the solution to the feelings that arise. Successful brands use a compelling narrative to attract and captivate their audiences. When introducing the first iPod, the new product people didn't even know that they needed, 1,000 songs in your pocket was more impressive and more memorable than listening to iPod's technical capabilities. Stories, no matter how small, help us to find meaning. Number 8, invest in digital marketing. Now, people have never been as accessible as they are in the digital age, and digital marketing aims to take advantage of that. Social media marketing is a powerful tool to reach broad audiences. Email marketing helps you to foster engagement and connect with users regularly on a platform that you own. SEO makes it easy for people to find you and learn from you. So a marketing strategy that integrates the most relevant digital channels can help you to establish your brand as an industry leader, ultimately earning you brand recognition. Number 9, use paid media. Now, whether on Google, YouTube, Facebook, radio, TV, or any other paid media channel, advertising can be an effective strategy to reach your exact audience. A paid strategy can help you increase brand awareness within the platforms your audience lives in and find new audiences in other spaces as well. But keep in mind that brand awareness campaign will need a very different strategy from a sales-oriented campaign. As a rule of thumb, it'll cost you more to turn a stranger into a customer than it will to increase awareness. Number 10, launch a referral program. Now, if you're working with an ideal client, chances are their colleagues or network are pretty similar and could be a good fit for your business. So don't be afraid to ask for referrals or to offer small incentives like discounts or finder's fees to those who send you new business. This way, you'll earn new followers and build a bigger audience of like-minded people who could potentially become paying customers. Additionally, providing a stellar service is a foolproof way to earn recommendations from loyal customers once that project is finished. In my case, one of my first design clients went on to recommend my services to several of their own clients, even years after we stopped working together. So it is a really effective way to get new clients. Now, if you don't want to go all out with a referral program, just make it a habit to request testimonials from your clients regularly and then use those testimonials in your marketing to build authority. Number 11, encourage sharing and brand advocacy. Now, according to SEMrush, word of mouth is one of the most powerful forms of marketing, with 83% of marketers using it in their strategy to increase brand awareness. An easy way to tap into the power of word of mouth marketing is by creating high value content that's easy to share. Blog posts, infographics, podcast episodes, YouTube videos, and other bite-sized pieces of information, bite-sized pieces of content. These are a perfect format for your followers to shoot through DMs to a friend or to a colleague, or to share on their post or pages as well. Now, I'll give you a few brownie points here. If you actually encourage users to share your content or channels through your calls to action in everything you share. So make it easy for them to embed, to forward an email, or otherwise to get some valuable exposure for free. So just ask the question, make it easy for your audience, and you'll see the rewards coming back to you. Number 12, promote a tagline. From Nike's "Just Do It" to McDonald's "I'm loving it," a catchy tagline is another way to grab that brand recognition. A catchy tagline supports a memorable brand name and a well-designed brand identity as well. Now, there are countless great examples of memorable taglines from recognizable brands, which help those brands to increase their awareness and their recognition. Now, of course, the two examples that I've just given you there from big brands, these two speak to an idea, but new brands should aim to focus on their point of difference to solidify the position that they want to own in the mind of their audience. Number 13, align with industry experts. Now, similar to partnering with other brands, interviewing expert guests on your podcast or video series is a valuable opportunity to demonstrate your expertise while reaching new audiences and potential customers. Aligning with well-known industry leaders or influencers is a great way for small businesses to enhance their profile with their target audience. Guest appearances will also get you some valuable backlinks as well to boost your SEO. Now, if you do have a big network, it'd be worth announcing that you're interested in speaking engagements or other forms of exposure, since you never know who might be an opportunity for you. And number 14, establish a cohesive brand presence. Last but certainly not least, a cohesive brand presence is crucial for successful branding. When it comes to raising awareness and earning recognition, recall, and salience, consistency is absolutely key. Every element of your brand has the potential to create a memory hook, from your logo to your colors to your typography, images, illustrations, and jingles. The list goes on and on. So use these elements across every brand touchpoint to turn that awareness into recognition. Now, of course, building brand recognition starts with awareness. So having a good looking identity is great, but it's not enough. The visual assets of your brand are not your brand. They're just assets. So for them to be effective, you need a marketing strategy to gain presence and a brand strategy to provide meaning to your audience about the role that you can play in their lives. Once that initial awareness has been achieved, it becomes a game of consistency and availability. Stay in front of your audience with consistent visual assets, brand messages, and an overall experience that is aligned with the position that you want to own in the mind of your audience. Do that and you'll be well on your way to recognition, salience, brand equity, and ultimately brand growth. Now, if you want to dive deeper into brand strategy, then this video will help you out. But before you click it, if you want to be a master of brand, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to get new videos like this. Until next time, brand like a master, and I'll see you in the next video.